Hi YouTube, it's Ty from the Tested with Ty channel, and we are here for another Vlogmas call-in show. So today I want to ask you all about the nastiest holiday food. What is that one dish that people bring to the table and you hate that they brought it? You know you're not going to touch it. And we're going to keep our unscientific poll going of who is the biggest ho ho ho. We'll just say out there, say entertainment industry, politics, sports, just people you know around the block, whatever. So that's what we'll talk about today. And I want to get your opinion on these holiday songs, these Christmas songs that are being banned from the radio. I'd really like to know what you all think about that. Two songs in particular that I'm hearing about being banned on radio in the US, and one of them is Baby It's Cold Outside. And the other one is a song that I had never heard of until today. I saw it trending on Twitter. I think it's called Fairy Tale in New York. Not familiar with the song, but anyway, it uses the F word. And so people are wanting to ban that song. Apparently, the song's been around since 1987. I'd never heard of it. So I'm just going to see if you all come in. I'm set up here on the chat. There is a call-in number if you would like to call in, have your opinion heard. That number is 1-347-514-7210. And there's a PIN number for that call-in, for that conference. It's a conference call. That PIN number is 168-5373. This is Ty with Tested with Ty, and we are just going to see if we can get another Vlogmas stream going. I've been enjoying y'all the last 2 nights. It's been fun. And so we'll just see. I'm always hoping to get to 10 minutes, and then we always end up going about 2 hours. So let's just see what happens tonight. As usual, I always say I'll let it go for 10 minutes. And if we don't get any calls, then we'll go in and just shut it down. But let's see what happens. So the topic tonight, again, what is the nastiest food that is typically on the table, at your table for your family, for the holidays? And I'll just say the holidays. I'm thinking Christmas because that's what I celebrate, but maybe you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or something else that I don't know about. So yeah, let's get that going. And then I also want to get your opinions on these songs that are being banned from radio. Hey, Shelly Reynolds, an American Copperhead. Hey, how are you doing? I finally got around to reading your messages to me on Twitter, and I need to reply to you. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. So again, the phone line is open, and the topics today, we have a couple. Well, as usual, we actually have a few. So the topics today, what is the nastiest, most disgusting food that gets served around your family's table at Christmas time, or for the holidays, I'll say. And then also, what about these songs that are being banned from the radio, from some radio stations here in the States? One of them is Baby It's Cold Outside. And the other one is a song I'd never heard of until I saw it trending on Twitter today. And I think it's called Fairy Tale in New York or Fairy Tale of New York. I went to look up the lyrics because it has the F word in it, and that's why people are wanting to ban the word. The F word that is derogatory, for people who are homosexuals. That word is in it, but it's not used in that context. So want to know what you all think about that. And also, we're keeping our running tally going of who is the biggest ho 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 out there. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that was. I always appreciate that. Thank you so much. We have right now on the list, but you can call in and get your biggest ho 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 added to the list. Right now, Taylor Swift is on our list. Leonardo DiCaprio is on our list. And Barbara Walters is on our list. And Tiger Woods is on our list. And then they all have just the one vote. Now with 2 votes is Future and Fetty Wap. Hi, Rowdy Chica. Thank you for that thumbs up, American Copperhead. And thank you for that thumbs up, whoever else that was. We are at the 4-minute and 35-second mark. I want everybody to know whenever you come in here and you see me streaming, anytime if you have a YouTube channel, always feel free to promote your channel, and always feel free to support other channels. Let them know that you're supporting them. You might get some support back for your own channel. I am big on YouTubers supporting other YouTubers. So those are the topics for today. Thank you for that 3rd thumbs up, whoever that was. I appreciate it. Um, so yeah, again, nastiest food that anybody's ever prepared for your family at this time of year for the holiday season. What's that one dish that that aunt brings over, she thinks is great, and you just know you're going to stay away from it? And then the other question, they're talking about banning, and some stations have already banned "Baby It's Cold Outside" for from their holiday playlist, because some people are saying that in the wake of the Me Too movement, that the lyrics are a little bit sexist, a little bit chauvinistic, a little bit rapey, actually. And the other song, like I said, I never heard of until today. I saw it trending. It's called either Fairy Tale in New York or Fairy Tale of New York. It uses the F word, but apparently not in the context of it having anything to do with homosexuality, just meaning a lazy person. And so, for that reason, because it uses that word, a lot of people are wanting to have that banned from radio. I never heard the song. Apparently, it's been around since 1987. Never heard it. After I listened to it, I don't think I need to hear it again. It didn't do anything for me, but a lot of people love the song and don't want it banned. So, want to know what you all think about that. And also, thank you for that other thumbs up, whoever you are. I appreciate it. We are still having our running tally going of who is the biggest hoe. First, we said in the entertainment industry, but now we're just going to say out there. It could be in entertainment, it could be in politics, it could be in sports, in any arena. It could be in the news field, as we have Barbara Walters on our list. That was a vote from My Twisted Life TV with Poetry. We had a vote for Tiger Woods. We had a vote for Leonardo DiCaprio, and we had a vote for Taylor Swift from Malvin Jackson yesterday. He called in on his birthday to say that Taylor Swift is a hoe, among other things. And we have 2 votes for Future, and we have 2 votes for Fetty Wap. So that's what's going on for tonight. We got 3 minutes before I need to get a call in, or else I'm going to shut it down, because that's my whole purpose of doing the call in show, is to hear your opinion, because y'all get to hear my opinion all the time, because I'm just always on YouTube running my mouth. But I want for you to run your mouths. I want for us to hear your opinions on some things. Let me see. American Copperhead said, my brother's wife tried to do a gumbo for Christmas one year. None of us would eat her food after that. Gumbo is tough. Either you know how to make it or you don't. It's kind of got to be in the blood. And Uno is standing here. Do you have something to say, babe?
I was just trying to watch it live. That's all.
You were trying to watch it live.
Live at 5.
Oh, he's trying to watch it from the studio, because there's actually nothing to see on the screen. So the number, American Copperhead, is actually in the description box, just in case anyone doesn't catch me call it out. But the phone number is 1-347-514-7210. It is a conference line, so you will need the PIN number, which is 168-5373. I would love to hear your voice, American Copperhead. I do enjoy talking to you on the Twitter. What's going on, babe? You just watching? Okay, so Uno is just hanging here in the background, standing around watching. Oh, and he's got me on the TV in the living room. Okay, so Shelly's telling me that she's on the line, and I'm not showing anybody in this call. Let me see. Shelly, how are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wow, you were showing. I hear you, but there's nothing that shows in my conference that you're in here. This is so weird. I hope that we're not going to have one of those nights. So are we using Shelly tonight?
No, I don't hear you.
Okay, you don't hear me. Okay.
Now I do.
Now, okay, this is so weird. I'm wondering if I should just hang up and restart this conference. That's weird. I don't like that that I'm not seeing you. But anyway, are we going by Shelly tonight?
Well, it's Nishi.
It's Nishi.
Shelly really for work. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's Nishi, like no one gets it right. And so I just say Shelly for work, because otherwise you have to tell people, because it's actually Nishi, Myshi.
Oh.
But because no one gets that, I just am like, hey, Shelly, they can get that.
You know what? That's odd that you do that. My name is actually Taiwan, Tiwan. I used to use my full name on my YouTube channel, but since 2000, No one's been able to get it, so I just go by Ty.
Yeah. I know it just makes it so much easier.
Yes.
People are like, because otherwise, if you like, even if I tell them if I'm right there, it still doesn't compute. And so they never messed up with Shelly, so that's why you see both.
There you go. Okay, well then I'm gonna say we got Nisi from Colorado. Is that cool? We got Nisi from Colorado on the line. She has called in faithfully every day since I started Vlogmas and even before then. So I appreciate your call. So tell me about any of the stuff that's going on. What is it that you want to talk about?
I was gonna say the nastiest meal that I can think of, if it's at my house, because I'm vegan.
Right.
But there's still a meal that for me, anyone at anyone else's house, it's me. But if I'm actually doing it, then there's still a meal that my cousin brings, because she's vegetarian too, and it's the quiche. That is just disgusting. Like, it's kind of a spinachy, mushroomy type thing, and it's just gross. And so, I never tell her, like, I just try to stay away from it. But it's good for you, too. So that's why she's kind of like, have some, but it's just, no matter what.
Tell her that you're going to save it for last. When you leave, I'm going to have a big helping. I just go in so hard. I don't want y'all to see me pig out on it.
I thought you just said, I'm so full, I ate so much. But most people don't like it. Now, there's a couple that do, but we kind of leave it for them because it's just it's not the thing.
Okay.
I don't want that.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling, telling us that. Okay, I see we got 23 Drift King Nation in the house. Thank you for coming in, bestie. Let's see. Oh, okay. I will give the number again. Let me get done with Nisi's call, because I'm afraid that there might be a problem with the conference line, because she's still not even showing up in this conference. So that scares me. I want to be sure that she hangs up before I get somebody else calling. I don't want any kind of confusion tonight, but thank you. I will get that number out again. So anything on these songs being banned from the radio, or do you have another vote for the biggest ho ho ho?
I know my Grammy and my mommy were really, really upset about maybe it's cold outside. Like, I haven't added it as the only Christmas song on my playlist that is available, just because they were so upset about it.
Right.
And it's actually the performance video. Like, you can see kind of where it would be upsetting, but for me in this day and age, the fact that they're going and banning like all of these old songs people don't even really know or listen to, it's kind of silly when we have everybody practically, nude, running around with whatever they're supposed to be calling music, which is a bunch of noise. Like, if you wanted to ban something, how about you ban what people are actually actively listening to? Because most don't even know about this. I didn't know. I mean, you know how you hear that song, like, when Christmas songs play, you've always heard it, but it's not something that you really pay attention to.
Right.
And so now, like, they're going back down and all kinds of stuff that makes no sense. No one's gonna listen to it anyway. Like, unless you do a playlist of like Christmas songs, or maybe like if you're doing Spotify or one of those services where you have the music just playing that type of way.
Right.
That type of thing is fine.
Right. I feel
other than that. It's like, if you want to ban something, especially for that reason, that if it was banned for a different reason, fine. But while we have people running around here with no clothes on and all of that, and the music that they're talking about and the crazy stuff they're talking about, come on now. It just seems silly.
I agree. It's a little on the mild side. First, let me say hi to Animations Real. I don't know if I said hi to you, Animations Real. I know that you came in yesterday, and I really do not remember saying hi to you when I saw you in the stream. And by the time I mentioned it, I think you were already gone. So hi, thank you for coming back. I said I'll have to text him if he doesn't show up, to let him know, like, I'm sorry. And JD, hi, thank you for coming in. And Malvin is back, our Black man who loves white women. Hey, Malvin, I hope you had a happy birthday. I'm just messing with him, but Malvin knows I love him. It's nothing but love. Let's see here. So as far as while I have you on the line, as far as that song is concerned, I did look up the lyrics to both of these songs that I'm talking about. I looked up the lyrics to Baby It's Cold Outside. And and it's just like a little, cute little song to me. But a girl called a radio station, I believe in Ohio, and said, with everything that's going on with this Me Too stuff, these lyrics are basically kind of rapey, and I don't think y'all should be playing this song right now. So they took the song off the air. So I listened to the song, and I could see someone kind of mistaking it for having a rapey feel to it, because basically, and you all can look up the lyrics for yourself. It's
you could actually look in my playlist and see it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
From the video, I got the from the movie, because it's a movie, honestly. And when you think of it, like I'm saying, as far as when you look at it, it's kind of back when guys actually had respect for women, and he is kind of like, stay a little while, and she's like, I need to go home, you know what I mean? And then it's even reversed, because if you look at it in the movie, it's actually a woman too who's telling the guy, like, he's like, I've got to go, and she's like, no, so it's both the little play, but the main thing is like, there is a part where she's like, what's in this drink? And then you could look at it as like he, flipped her. Right. Because it's both. It's playing in the both. In the movie, there's a girl trying to make a guy stay, and there's a guy trying to make a girl stay. Like, you can watch the video because it's on my playlist.
And I listened to the song, and to me, what I took from it was that, for me, the bigger issue that I saw was that it seems to address, in a lighthearted, Christmassy kind of way, the double standard between men and women having one night stands. That's what I took away from it. If you're not familiar with the song, there's a part where a man is singing and a woman is singing, and the man is, trying to tell her, she really ought to stay. But what a lot of her lyrics are saying is, well, what is my mother going to think? What is my father going to think? I have this old maiden aunt, and she's got a, vicious mind. What is she going to think?
Well, they're dating. It's not at all a one night stand.
Well, no, but regardless, the tone that I take away is that, she's going to be shamed if she stays. He's not. No one's going to be talking anything bad about him if everyone knows that she stayed over and they had sex. She's the point of the song is she's going to have to go back out into the world, take the little walk of shame, because she stayed over his house. She didn't change her clothes. She's got to go back home, and her dad's going to be looking at her crazy. So is mom, and so is this aunt of hers. And so, but for him, he's just, oh, baby, just say, I got a robe, it's cold out there.
That's actually why I'm saying that you should see the movie, because it's from a movie. And that's why they have both. It's in the movie, because we're talking about a movie, a song from a movie. There's both. It's her and him. And then in the same song, they're all singing it. It's her and him. So there's a girl and a guy. The guy's trying to get the girl, and then there's a girl and a guy, and the girl's trying to get the guy. So they addressed that, you know what I mean, to where it wasn't just the whole double standard, because it's in the movie, vice versa. It's not just him trying to get her. There's also, in the same song, in that same scene, a girl trying to get the guy. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, if you just take the song where it's coming from a movie, you won't know. But that's why I put like the whole video out, because it is addressing that exactly that.
Well, if y'all want to see it again, that's Shelly, who's in the chat, and she says that she does have it in a playlist if you want to see it. And I'm just addressing the song because they're talking about banning the song, which is a 2 minute and 48 second song roughly, and it doesn't show her side of it.
And that's why I'm saying that the way that they're trying to put it, that's why, that playlist has it's not a Christmassy type playlist, you know what I'm saying? But I put it there just after listening to, my mommy and my Grammy, just delivered about it. Right. So I was like, well, I'll just put out what it really is, because how they're trying to portray it, and what you would think, if it were just a song, because it's not just a song, it's a song from a movie. Right. And the scene that we're looking at and seeing is, she still would, which is still the double standard today. Like, when you're out, not just for one night stand, but just like if you're out, like, you know, you're the one that's going to be looked at. You know, you're the cat.
Exactly. And that's what I walked away with from it. I didn't see any kind of like, oh, he's trying to take advantage of her. And like I see American Copperhead commented, that song is not rapey. He's persistent, not aggressive. Yeah, he's not like saying you're not going anywhere. I'm locking the door. You know, it's not anything like that.
The only way they'd even be able to say that it's like, you know, Me Too type of thing is because in the song, she does say, you know, what's in the streets, but that could be like, she's asking, you know, is this, you know, dirty martini, like what kind of
to me, it's not necessarily like what kind of pill did you put down here. It could just be like, this tastes really good. How can I make this when I go home? You know?
Okay. But she does say, I said no. So that's what they're keying in on, because she says, I said no. You know what I mean? And then he's still trying to come, like, you know, with the whole, well, baby, it's cold outside. And it's so funny because in the movie itself, it's not a storm. So each time when you look at the, like, it's so funny because when you look at it and he's like, you know, just look at that storm. And the girl, too, and she's telling the guy, they both hurry up and close the curtain.
Right. There is no storm.
Outside, you know?
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing there. So when they sing that line, they hurry up and close the curtain.
Right.
Like, yeah, you don't need to look out there, but that's what, you know, it's coming from. And the fact that she's like, you know, I said no, but it's not like she's like, no. It's like she's like, no, I'm thinking about how are people going to look at this. She wants to stay.
Exactly.
And you know, she wants to stay too. Like, in the end, both couples decide, yeah, it's cold outside. Ain't nothing out there, but what's going on in here is cold enough that this stuff is top.
Right.
So they both, you know,
right.
And that's it. And it's like, to me, the way that they turn, you know, it's really cute, the whole thing. I mean, it's like, it's old anyway. But it's a really cute, like, thing. And to me, it's like the way that they turn something like that into something vulgar, when we literally have people running around here, you know, gyrating. And I mean, you couldn't put on a piece of clothes, like, you know, we got that. Look at that. Like, if you want to have a problem with something, have a problem with something. Yeah. This is not what you have a problem with. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
That's kind of where I see it. But and even with the what were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and even with the, you know, I don't know the other song, because the only way I knew about this was because, you know, my mom and grandma were talking about it. But the way that it seems like everyone's trying to put the focus in the wrong place. Like, they're just focusing on the wrong stuff. If you really want to focus on something, focus where it should be focused. You know what I mean? Because the other song, I'm not sure, like, if it has I don't even think that they said stuff like that back then. You know what I mean? Like, that wasn't a word that they would have even used for the LGBTQ community.
Well, no, this song actually came out in 1987. So that was definitely a word that they were using that way. This song came out in 1987. No, it's not extremely old. If anyone is familiar with this song and likes this song, or just familiar enough to know this song, the song is called Fairy Tale of New York. And apparently it's sung by Irish singers, and the word faggot is used in the song. It's not used in any kind of context regarding sexuality. In the song, it means lazy person, like you lazy bastard or something. It's this couple, basically they are drug users and alcoholics, and they're both just talking about how, they're having this lousy Christmas together. They hope it's their last Christmas. The woman calls her partner a lazy faggot in the song. So like I said, the song's been around since 1987. Some people say that if you can look it up on YouTube, there are a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, it's the best Christmas song ever. I guess like if you're kind of in a bah humbug type of a mood, then that might be a song for you. But clearly the song is not being used in that context. The word, the F word, we'll just say, is not being used in that context, but that's the reason that people want to ban it. And so, and so a lot of people, there was a mixed reactions to the thought of that on Twitter when I noticed that today. Rido Boy is in the house. How are you doing? Thank you for coming in. Okay, go ahead. You have something to say about that?
Well, yeah, I think, you have to also look at the fact that different words to different, cultures and countries mean different things.
Right.
And the main problem with stuff like this going on is the fact that the Me Too movement is something serious.
Mm-hmm.
It really is something serious. And once Hollywood hijacked it, because a bunch of, sicko, pedophile, cesspool perverts, they turned it into things when people hear it, they're sick of it, and they're just like, like even in the chat, someone's like, that's just women's drama. Like, they did that on purpose because they knew that it had the power to, have an effect for all these sexual predators out here and the victims that had to go through it.
Right.
So the serious movement itself is something serious, but now what Hollywood has changed it into is just like we hear, like, we're banning old songs. No one's gonna hear them. No one's gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, get to the real. Like,
right.
Do we not have rapists of children out here? Are they not continuing to rape children? But that's the key, is that the sheeple always focus on where they're distracted. The focus here, sheeple, here,
Right.
That's the problem.
I
so
agree.
They always turn to where the bright light. Oh, bright light! I'm the boss. I'm
right.
the boss. But
right.
instead of actually looking, the people, you know what I'm saying, that are not sheeple, the people are able to look at the whole contrast and see, this is just another part of Hollywood hijacking an actual movement about women that are constantly, and men too, because sexual, victimization is not just women. Just the fact that people who have been victimized sexually, it's turned into where people are like, oh, I'm so sick of that, which is what they needed, because the other option is for people to be like, I'm so sick of that. Like, perverts, you know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane, get some help, do something. But that's what they don't want. So that's, to me, like, I'm tired of them always winning because they do so, they divert the sheeple so well that the sheeple just nibble on that carrot, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a new carrot, nibble, nibble, nibble. Then the whole thing, is just over with. While us, the people, are sitting here like, you damn idiots, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Can you ever use your mind? But they can't, you know what I'm saying? They just can't.
That's
They'll always
true.
go where they're diverted to go, and that's the biggest problem.
That's
the reason I put it on that list, because, like I said, that playlist is like, this music that I listen to from all kinds of countries. It's not Christmas, because, like I said, I'm not even a Christmassy type person. But I wanted, just anyone who might happen to go look and want to see what it actually is. And then, it's very devastating because of the fact that Me Too movement has been changed into just a bunch of crap.
It has been hijacked. I agree. And I don't want to get too deep, because I want to keep this like lighthearted. And maybe Saturday we can talk about something a little bit more deep. Hi, Deborah Battle. I saw you come in. Thank you so much. And Tammy Minda is in the house tonight. Thank you. That's our hug ho from our gangster stream. But we love Tammy. And let's see here. What else? Okay, so before we go, because what I'm going to do, I want to see if you have another vote, or if you want to vote again for your same choice for ho ho ho, because we're doing a very unscientific poll, you guys, to find out who is the biggest ho 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 out there. At first we said the entertainment industry, but now we are just doing in general. It might be someone from politics, it could be someone from sports, it could be someone in entertainment, it could be someone from around the way, it could be someone in this chat. We know that Tammy's a hug ho. I'm not going to put her on the list, but if y'all vote for her, I'll put her on the list, and maybe she can just win some unofficial title. If she wins, then it'll be a good thing. If she doesn't, then we'll, it's going to be like, it's going to have a bad connotation. So let me ask you again. So here's our official tally of our unofficial unscientific poll. We only started yesterday keeping the official tally. We kicked this thing off 2 days ago, but we weren't counting. We were just throwing names out there. So yesterday we started our official tally. Offset's not on here. No, he's not.
Gotta be now after, after all the stuff with Cardi last night.
Is that your vote?
Her finally being like kicking him to the side. So
is that your vote for Offset? Offset. Okay, so now here's the new official. Here's the new official unofficial poll. We have Taylor Swift on We have Leonardo DiCaprio, Barbara Walters, Tiger Woods, Offset, all with 1 vote, and with 2 votes leading the way are Future and Fetty Wap with 2 votes apiece. So thank you very much for giving us a dynamic first call. Nisi from Colorado. I'm going to hang up, you guys, and I'm going to restart this conference, and I'll just keep babbling until I get the conference restarted, and then I will give you the phone number again. The phone number is in the description box for this video. And Uno just came in and he has his hand raised. He has a vote. What's your vote? Brad Pitt for the biggest hoe?
Biggest hoe. There's
Brad
so much you
Pitt.
know about Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Okay. There's
Remember Tyson walked in on him and his wife.
There is a lot he says that we don't know about Brad
My boy
Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Put him in.
But
put him in a running.
I think that Uno is hating on him because of Brad Pitt's
Pitt.
awesome hair. Oh, you hope he wins.
Brad Pitt.
Okay. Well, he hope he wins. So he's looking at this as a positive thing. He's hoping that Brad Pitt wins. So
you're gonna win, at least I want.
Animation Real says what? Achilles.
Yeah. See, she already knows.
No, Animations Real is the man who sent you the 2 T-shirts for the unboxing. That
you already know. Oh yeah, I always get it mixed up with somebody else. Tell him my bad.
Anyway, he said his bad. Okay, so thank you for the call. I'm gonna go on and drop this one,
bye-bye.
and y'all hang out with me. I'm just gonna babble on while I set up the conference line again. And once I have it set up, which will only take me a few minutes, I'll give you all the number again. So y'all bear with me.
Come on, girl.
Thank you so much for hanging out. Let me see. Oh, Tammy says she found a book about hugs at the thrift store, Ty, and bought it. You know what? If anyone should buy a book about hugs, it should be a hug ho. You probably ought to be writing a book about hugs if you really are truly the hug ho that you profess to be. But that's good. I like that you're studying up on your craft. You'll be the best hug ho in all of the land. Let's see here. Let me get myself dialed in. Y'all bear with me, please. Let's see here.
Thank you. Joining the conference now. You are currently the only person in the conference.
And I'm the only one in the conference. That means we have a line free. Let me look at it. Okay. So here's that number in case anyone wants to call. It is already in the description box for this chat. We have 30 minutes to go on this live because y'all are not going to keep me up all night again tonight. But the phone number is 1-347-514-7210. It is a conference line, as you just heard. You'll need the PIN number to get in. That PIN number is 168. 5373. Thank you, Rido Boy, being my he tonight is being my moderator extraordinaire, and he has put that phone number and PIN number in for you. And we have another call on the line. Hello, caller. Will you tell us your name and where you're calling from? Oh, hang on just a second, caller. I'm sorry, I had the volume down. Caller, will you give us again your name and where you're calling from?
Hey, this is Melvin. How are you?
Hi, Melvin. Thank you for calling back. How are you doing?
I need one of these.
Into the conference.
Okay. What did you want to talk about? Did you want to talk about the songs? Did you want to talk about the nastiest dish served at the holidays? Or did you have another vote for the ho, ho, ho? Or all three?
I thought you were talking about the Christmas song.
Yeah, I am. So any of those things you can comment on.
Yeah, I just thought it was pretty much, I think it's kind of silly.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the song, it's been around for, I think it said something like or something, or a long time. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it's been decades.
I added it to my Spotify playlist yesterday, and I've been posting it everywhere just to mess with people. Like, another thing is just stupid. And it's going all the way back to this whole Me Too movement again. Okay, I find it find it just be unnecessary and very silly. Here's the thing with me. If you don't want to be somewhere, if you don't want to be with somebody, stay home. You ain't got to go hang out at nobody's apartment. You ain't got to go on no date with nobody. You don't have to do nothing that anybody's not asking you to do. That, so Me Too is stupid to me, okay? And all it's doing is just it's hurting, and people don't see that it's hurting the women who are out in the place. I hear people now that I know who are in big businesses and public places saying that they don't want to go to meetings with women anymore because they feel like that they may be accused of something. You may have one drink too many. You may say something about something, or there's something that will get them in some kind of trouble. So they don't want to deal with women anymore. Okay? This is I hear this from people who are in business. They tell me, no, you can not we don't need her in the meeting. Because they feel like something may go down that they may not be able to recuse themselves from or something like that. And they don't want to be involved with women. So it's really hurting them in the process. So I don't even know why you would want to do something like that. If somebody really did something to you or made you feel, then you tell them and and I understand that. But I see so many people, male and female, being accused of things that are just like, normal. If I thought, hey, you got a nice body, whatever, and that can be consumed as abuse now, for whatever reason.
Right.
Now, a year ago, and the same people who do that, they'll be in the club dancing songs about hoes and bitches all day long, and don't think nothing of it. But then somebody says something to you at work, and then you got an attitude, please. Okay, and that's my problem. That's my problem with the whole Me Too thing. It's just, I think it's ridiculous.
Well, go ahead, please.
I'm done.
And I can see where you're coming from, because where you're coming from, I think, is a very practical point of view. But I think, unfortunately, for a lot of people, their first introduction to this Me Too movement was after the downfall, or if you want to even call it that, of Harvey Weinstein. That's the first time that a lot of people even heard of the Me Too movement, which I do think has been hijacked and is now becoming a very silly and frivolous looking movement. But I do want to say that at the beginning, it was started, it was a grassroots movement that was started for women who don't have resources. It wasn't about, Hollywood starlets who, started off as Hollywood starlets and who now make $20 million for a movie every time they, go to work. It was started for women and I mentioned this on one of my live streams. The last time, hi, Von D Gaming. I just want to acknowledge him. He came in the house. Oh God, Tammy. Thank you. Tammy just hit me up with a $20 super chat. So not only is she a hug hoe, she's a rich hoe, and she's trying to make me a rich hoe too. So I appreciate that, Tammy. I'm gonna get me a 20-inch wig, girl, and it's gonna be fierce. I appreciate that. But I want to say that this movement has been hijacked. And the very last time that I saw a story that actually was it was about what this Me Too movement was about, there was a story that exposed Ford Motor Company in Detroit for having a history of the powerful men there using women for sex, and it wasn't like women in the boardroom. They're coming to women who are factory workers who are making $8 an hour, $12 an hour. If you don't fuck me, you're gonna lose your job. That type of thing. Women who don't have a man at home, women who can't stay at home and don't have the option to not work, and they got to get out there and feed their 3 kids, so they feel coerced into having sex because they feel like they're going to lose their job if they don't sleep with this man. It wasn't about women who, Harvey Weinstein is telling them to give him oral sex so that they can make $20 million in their next film. So I do feel like the movement was important and it was necessary because it was about representing women, giving women a voice who can't afford legal representation when something for real is going on. It wasn't about like the stuff that you're seeing. And I can understand if all that you know of the Me Too movement is what you've heard since Harvey Weinstein came down, then yeah, I 100% agree with what Malvin is saying. It's total BS and it looks stupid. It's a bad look, and it does make women look a little bit ridiculous.
You even got the people like the Stormy Daniels or whatever who claim all this stuff against the president, and then all of a sudden she wants to like take it back and then, oh well, my lawyer Avenatti, now that he's been charged with beating some lady, now she said, oh, he filed a lawsuit when I told him I didn't tell him to do it, and all this stuff. So it makes it look so stupid, and it makes the whole movement look stupid because it's just like nobody knows who to lie and who's telling the truth about anything. And it's just all over the place, and it's just the media is all silly. If you got a real complaint about somebody, file a police report. It don't need to be all over the internet and all over TV.
Well, and I would agree with that. Yeah, and that's how I also agree with you. I do feel that if something has really happened, go to the authorities, not to social media. I 100% agree with you there.
So they just want to be notarized. It's just people who have lost all their charm, just like Alyssa Milano, who's stepping back out into the spotlight talking about her junk. It's because they have lost their charm and they've lost their spotlight, and they just want to find a spotlight. And because they used to have a spotlight, that's all it is. And then the people take the stuff and think it's so serious and fall for all they for no, and throw people, innocent people under the bus, like the Kavanaugh guy. Throw people under the bus for no reason at all, just because you want a spotlight. And, it's just getting tiresome. Men are sick of it, and men are starting to fight back against it. I want to start a movement called Fuck You, okay, against Me Too, okay? And that's what I want to do.
Well,
okay, I don't know.
Here's what I think about that. My thing is, I don't really feel like there's okay, your image might get tarnished, but I would like to see if there are legitimate complaints, and I'm sure that some of the complaints are. I don't think that all of these women are out here lying, but I do think that the complaints that are legitimate, when there's really evidence that can be found that something happened, it needs to go to court. It needs to go to a court of law, not a court of public opinion. So like, Harvey Weinstein having to step down from his role at his movie studio, that's not anything. If he, did half of what he's been accused of doing, he needs to be Bill Cosby's jail cellmate. And same for anybody else who's done anything else, whether it's to a woman, child, whatever.
Tarantino's been out there. He's twisting in the wind right now. He walked away with a whole bunch of money, probably, but still, he had a Viacom, CBS. That was a great job, So now he's putting his wife in jeopardy with all her stuff because she was pretty much riding his coattails because he's on 2 or 3 shows on CBS just because he was the head of Viacom.
Right.
So, and so, it's all that. I mean, everything just rolls into this whole big know-how of, and a lot of it has nothing to do about nothing.
That's true.
And, when people trying to make money off of just, to keep their name in the spotlight. Why all of a sudden now is Stormy Daniels back in the spotlight? Okay, her case has been dismissed by a judge. It's been thrown out of court. But all of a sudden she's back in the spotlight talking all this junk. And talking, who's representing her now? Is still with Avenatti? Or has she moved on to somebody else? And then she talked all this junk and smacked him down the other day, and then seemed like he's still a lawyer. So who knows what's going on with that? Makes no sense at all.
Yeah.
The only thing about it that makes sense to me is somebody who wants a spotlight.
And I think that a lot of the times that's what it is. Unfortunately, I don't think that that's what it is all the time. And I think that we just have to have discernment. That's all that we can do until these things actually do get tried in the court of law. Otherwise it's just accusations being thrown around, unless you're willing to take it all the way and are able to prosecute someone in the court of law, then it does seem rather useless, other than, well, here are my 15 minutes of fame, or I just get to smear this person I don't like, or whatever. It comes across looking like that, like they're just some jealous, vindictive, bitter women out there who, maybe just want a few seconds of fame. But if these cases would actually go to a court of law, or go to courts of law where we have a final decision made, and then a punishment handed down or not, then that's something that I could sink my teeth into. But unfortunately, like I said, the movement has been hijacked. I do think that the movement is necessary, because there's still a lot of nameless women out there who do need to come forward with their stories, who have had legitimate cases happen to them, but it's unfortunately been hijacked by Hollywood, by starlets, who have millions of dollars and don't need this kind of help.
Yeah, and my point wasn't to offend any woman that has been in a situation that is mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
I want that there.
I appreciate you for adding that. I appreciate you for adding that in, because and I can understand men in particular. I mean, most of the accusations that have come out have been against men. There have been accusations against women, but I can understand how men can feel heated about this, how men can get emotional about this. But I never like to just group any group of people all into one category. I can't say all these women are lying. I can't say that all these men are guilty, but somewhere in the middle lies the truth. And I feel like that is only discovered in a real court of law. So I do appreciate you, throwing out there that, hey, I'm not trying to offend anyone. He's just expressing his opinion. So I appreciate that. You have anything more to say on that note, or do you have? I know you said you're not big into a lot of the R&B and rap music. You gave us your vote for Ho 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 for yesterday as Taylor Swift. You got another ho for us?
Oh, there's a lot of new music I just don't like, and so
I got you.
don't know. I can't comment on people that I don't know who they are.
Okay, so you want to give Taylor Swift a second vote? Because this is a very unofficial poll.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay,
yeah,
that works. Taylor Swift has 2 votes.
It's because I kind of just feel like, people expect like to stay in their house, and I really don't care. The other like people have to themselves.
We're kind of losing you at this point. You're kind of going in and out. But I think you were saying that you feel like people need to just kind of stay in their house. Is that what you were saying?
About their sex life.
I
think it should be left in the house. Okay.
Gotcha.
Don't need to be on TMZ. Don't need to be on YouTube. I dated yesterday and last week, and I don't really care, to be honest.
Okay.
Woke up yesterday and back together today. I don't care.
I appreciate that. Look, I appreciate your opinion. I appreciate your bluntness, but I have to also add that I do appreciate you making it a point to say, if there are any women out there who really have been sexually assaulted, I don't want to offend you. So I thank you for adding that too. But you said what you had to say. You said your piece, and I'm sure there are a lot of men in the chat who agree with you. I'm sure there are a lot of men in the world who agree with you, because men are feeling like, well, how do we act around women now? And men, in case you are wondering, how you act around us, I will answer that. If you don't want to be accused of raping us, just don't rape us. That's all we want, because some of y'all are kind of creepy and slimy and shit. And so I can see how some women have problems. I've been working in the construction industry for almost 20 years. You can imagine I've just about seen it all. I could do things that could bring my company to its knees with a lawsuit, but that's not who I am. When a man approaches me in a way that I don't like it, I check his ass and I let him know, and he never does that to me again. Now, there was a point with one particular guy when I was working in Houston. I gave him the what for, and he didn't get the message. So I just let the owner of the company know, who was the only person who I had to answer to. I let him know that you need to deal with this particular person. When he comes in, I'm closing my office door, and I need for you to deal with him. I didn't, I mean, and I would have been within my right to file a police report against this guy. I would have been within my right to, file a complaint against my company. That's not how I handle things, and every woman is different. But yeah, if you don't want to be accused of sexual assault, then
ladies in the military. Think about ladies in the military.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it.
I live in a town that has 3 military bases, but we see a lot of military here all the time.
I work on a military base.
So, I mean, I see them with their little cute little ponytails and stuff, and I want to hit on them. So, I'm pretty sure they get a whole lot of that in the military, but they don't. I mean, they're not, claiming me too and coming out of the whole, about it, whatever they handle it. I think they handle it.
Yeah, and every woman has her right, though, to deal with it the way that she wants to, and that's my point. For me, I'm perfectly fine putting a man in his place if he's doing something that I feel uncomfortable about. I've already let you know I'm seeing someone, I'm not interested, whatever, and I'll tell you what it is. And generally, I literally 99.9% of the time, once I do that, I don't have a problem with these guys anymore. But there was just this one guy who was really persistent, so I did let my boss know about him. I didn't go to the police, but that's me. The next woman, if she wanted to handle it by, getting dealing with it in a legal manner, then that's her, that's her option. But my thing is with these men, fine, understand. There's nothing wrong with approaching a woman. We love a nice compliment. Approach us with respect, and generally, you're going to be met with some type of warm reception. Even if she's not interested, even if she's telling you she has a guy, she'll probably give you a nice smile, tell you what a nice guy you are, something like that. So it's not about being afraid of women. If you don't want to be accused of sexual harassment, don't sexually harass women. If you don't want to be accused of sexual assault, then don't sexually assault women. That's all. We want respect, and you all want to be respected. You all don't want to be looked at as rapists. Like you don't want to be, well, I just, looked at her like now she's calling the police. I get it. Just treat us with respect. And we'll, most of us will do the same. Yeah, there are a few, women who get a wild hair up their ass and maybe even think a little too highly of themselves. Like, girl, I'm not even looking at you like that. I mean, like they're those things too. And I get it. But generally, like, guys, we're nothing to be afraid of. I'm sorry.
I had this friend the other day when we were sitting at a bar. He was like, and he kept saying, you can't tell women they're beautiful no more. You can't tell women they're beautiful no more. You can't do that. You can't say nothing to them. Don't say nothing to them. You can't tell them they look good no more.
See, and
so I was like, why not? And I was like, why not? You can't tell a woman if she's pretty or whatever no more. He's like, no, because they kind of clean your race and all that stuff. I was like, okay.
That's extreme. If you literally approach a woman and tell her that she's pretty, I'm sure she'll thank you for the compliment. She might even say, oh, no, I'm not. A lot of women, we find it hard to take a compliment. But if you go up to a woman and say, you a fine ass bitch, I like that fat asshole, then she's probably going to have a problem with it. It's all about your approach, And so I think that that's something that gets lost in the sauce too. But we're still women. We still love to hear that we look good.
That same thing you just said in the club on a Friday night, this bitch you have to take home. She'll be at your house in like 20 minutes. Okay, so so who knows how to react to any of this stuff anymore?
Well, then I think that's about the type of woman you choose, because if you're choosing to be with a woman who's gonna react to bitch you fine as a motherfucker, then you don't know what you're gonna get. Now, if you approach some woman and that's not what she's down with, then that's probably the kind of woman that you would actually want in your life for long term. But a woman who's feeling you calling her a bitch and telling her how fine her fat ass is, she's probably just gonna be good for a night. And who knows what you're going to get out of a woman like that.
All right, I'll go let you go. I appreciate you giving me a little, voice to talk.
I love when you call. I think that you're going to be one of my favorite callers. I love
anything, and so blessings to all y'all. I mean,
that's so nice, and happy belated birthday for everybody who doesn't know. Malvin's birthday was yesterday. I appreciate you calling. I do. I love your blunt point of view. I do. I really do. We need that because I know a lot of men are feeling you.
I'm gonna say what I want to say.
I love it. That's what this is for. This is y'all's time to say what y'all want to say.
Sagittarius about to come out.
Uh-oh. He had to unleash the Sagittarius on that ass.
Much love. You have a great night, and I'll be listening to the rest of your show.
Thank you so much. We only got 8 minutes to go, y'all. That was Malvin, and I like when he calls. And American Copperhead is wishing him a happy belated birthday. Let me see what else y'all are saying. We got 8 minutes to go if somebody else wants to get a call in. I'm the only person on this conference right now. Let me turn this whole music down. Let's see, the bottom line is, if you don't know folks well enough to know sexing them won't end up an issue, then you have no business laying up. All right. Yep. Like that's something that we talked about before. Animations Real told us about all those things that need to come out before we even get into the bed. That's when we had that crazy live stream. That was the craziest live stream we've ever had. But anyway, yeah, there's just some things that should be discussed and discussions that should be had, before you're even getting in the bed. And yeah, that might sound judgy. Yeah, I guess I'm judging. Tammy, I don't know if you're still in here, but thank you for that huge super chat, girl. You're making me rich. I appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Like, seriously, that was unexpected. And y'all, Tammy, I don't know if she's still in here, our resident hug ho. She has an awesome charity that she's raising money for, backpacks and food for kids. And so I've given her a small donation. I'm probably gonna have to hit her back with her own super chat to to catch up. But yeah, we have Tammy and Animations Real, Tammy Minda and Animations Real, both doing raising some money to benefit kids. Animations Real is raising some money to benefit kids who are in athletics programs. And so we will get into more of that in this holiday season, because y'all been so generous to me, and I don't even need it, but like I'm thankful for every dime you give me. Like, y'all are making sure that a player like me is gonna get my first Google check for my little YouTube channel. I won't say little, my growing YouTube channel, and I'm thankful. Like, y'all are just amazing. And I don't know if Tammy's still in here, but I really do appreciate that. Let's see. Shelly said, honestly, it's not sexual abuse, but women that are pretty sick of hearing that. When you come at us with that line, we'll thank you and move along quick. We hear it too much already. And like Chris Rock said, I don't know if any of y'all are Chris Rock fans, but there was a stand-up that he did, one of his earlier stand-ups. He said, as far as women are concerned, every man you met since you were 13 has been trying to fuck you. And not necessarily every man, but whether you're the best looking thing on the block or the looks are questionable, there are men who will try to hit on you, and some are respectful, some are disrespectful, and women do get tired of it. But just for a man hitting on you, that's no reason that he should be in jail. But so like we have to check out to it as well, I will say. Von D said, dudes still be talking like that. Damn. Oh, like, yeah, the disrespectful talk. Yeah, they do. Most of them are a bunch of skeevies. Goodness. We got 4 minutes left to go in case anybody wants to call. The number is in the description box, but just in case you don't have it and you want it, it's 1-347-514-7210 with the PIN number of 1685373. Again, we got 4 minutes left to go. I'm going to stream until 10 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time so that I can get my black ass up to go to work and get hit on by men, and I won't have them put in jail. Let's see here. Shelly also says, true, if you haven't been suspect in your actions, then it's not going to be an issue for you. Yeah, like, men, don't feel afraid to to holler at a shorty if you see a good looking woman, but just keep it respectful and you're not gonna end up in jail. Right Up Boy says very few women lie, but there are still some straight up liars. Yeah, Right Up Boy, wasn't it you who told us about an ex-girlfriend like straight up lying on you? Was it you or Wolverine Scratch? I know it was one of my men in the UK. Maybe it was Wolverine. Hang on, we got a call on the line. Hang on just a second. Our last call for the night, I'm sure. Hello, caller. Will you tell us your name and from where you are calling?
Hey, this is Copperhead.
You called. I didn't think that you would call. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for calling. This is my first time hearing your voice. How exciting.
Definitely. It's a good chat tonight.
Thank you. Yeah. And it's a cozy few of us, but it's going like, oh Lord. And Von D just hit me with a $10 super chat. Von D, thank you. Von D hit me with a super chat the last time we did our gangster stream and I was playing music for y'all. Von D is making me rich. He has made me $20 richer in the last couple of weeks. So I really appreciate you for that. And y'all, I've already told y'all, Von D, in case y'all don't know, he gave us a call, I think on our second or third show. He is the Casanova from California. He is the Casanova from the ghetto. And he is a gaming streamer. And he's really entertaining on his gaming streams. I said, I got to stay my old ass up because he's on the West Coast. And every time I see that he's streaming, it seems like it's late to me, but that's because I'm out here in a different time zone. And I appreciate that, Von D. Like, you don't have to do that. I'd much rather you call. But I did appreciate his call when he called. But we got American Copperhead on the line now. So thank you. What is it that do you want to talk about? The songs? Do you want to talk about the nastiest dish you have ever had for the holidays? Or do you have a vote for the biggest ho 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 out there, or all three?
I don't know anything about who's nominated for the hoes. I really don't know those people, so it's not that one. But my brother's wife made this gumbo.
Oh, I thought you were gonna nominate her for the biggest hoe. I'm like, because it can't be people you know. I'm like, oh girl, your sister-in-law. Okay.
No, she was bragging like about her gumbo. She was like how great it was and all that stuff. So we're all looking forward to it. She brings it over to the house. And it was so gross. I mean, how do you mess up shrimp? It was crazy. So no, we don't eat her food anymore. She's not allowed to cook.
Oh,
you don't mess up gumbo. You just don't do that.
Poor sister-in-law. And like either that's just something you either know how to do or you don't. And I really feel like it's in your blood. You can
right, but you can't brag about it if you don't know what you're doing.
You cannot do that. And that's anything. So that also goes back to our conversation about sex, fellas. You can't be bragging about how good you are if you're gonna give her some trash ass dick when y'all get in the bed. That's a no. So I'm sorry. That's a follow up from another stream, but yeah. Anyway, okay. So some bad gumbo. That would make me not want to eat anything that person cooked ever again.
And then also, I just wanted to say a couple of things regarding, with the discussion on the Me Too movement.
Oh, yeah.
As far as I know, it was to, help people tell their stories when they were molested or if they are being molested or if they were raped and stuff. You're right. It was hijacked. You know what I mean? So it's turned into this whole stupid commercial type thing.
Yes.
But it is important, and it's not just for women. A lot of little boys have been molested out there. A lot of grown men have been touched and stuff, and they need to tell. You know what? They need to tell because if that person isn't exposed, it'll happen again. It'll keep happening.
That's right.
And other people are going to start doing it too. So that stuff needs to be exposed. And I understand the inconvenience, I do, but it's more important that the story gets out there.
Right.
I mean, guys compliment me all the time. They do. I compliment them back, and I get the fuck out of there because I'm married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't mind being complimented. Sometimes I'm not in the mood, but, I'm polite. That's what I can do. I can be polite.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if someone comes up and grabs my ass, I think there should be a consequence for that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's not like I'm saying all guys are bad. There's a shitload more good guys out there than there are bad guys out there. But
I agree.
these bad guys are causing problems for everybody, for guys and for females. So it needs to happen, you know.
I'm with you, and let's say we can. I mean, and I'm sure you would group them all together, but bad women too, because you know, like we had the story about Asia Argento, one of the first women to come out publicly and say that Harvey Weinstein raped me.
People that hijacked the movement, you know, accused of. I mean, it's pretty much proven that she did that to some kid. You know what I mean? A kid that played her son.
Yes, as if she'd been grooming him for years. Because and for those of y'all who don't know what we're talking about, we discussed this several Sundays ago in one of our Sunday Funday live streams. Asia Argento, who's been one of the, or Asia Argento, she's Italian, who's been one of the loudest voices in the Me Too movement from this, you know, Hollywood sect. She came out at something at Cannes Film Festival in front of an audience of like a lot of Hollywood who's and said, Harvey Weinstein raped me. So she, has just been one of the loudest voices, but then she was accused of sexually assaulting a minor, a teenage boy who was 17, I believe, in California, and the age of consent there is 18. But it was a boy who played her son in a movie when he was about 9 or 10 years old. And since he had been in that movie, they'd been in touch a few years later. He was sending her nude photos of himself, and I don't know if she was sending him photos as well, but it's as though she was grooming this little boy to become a sexual partner for her. Maybe she was trying to wait until the age of consent and kind of do like an R. Kelly type thing with him, but she didn't. He was still a year under the age of consent. And so let's make it clear, it's not just the men, and we women recognize that. You know, we don't feel like all women are victims. We don't feel like women can't be the predators, because sometimes they are. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Anything else you want to say? That's right.
I'm saying, they can be vicious ones too, and they need the same freaking treatment as, you know, the men get when they do that, because they're causing a serious problem as well, you know?
And I'm glad that you said that too, because
you know, it seems like, I don't know, I just hate that we're, you know, at each other's throat about these things, but it seems like the wrong message is getting out there, that we think all men are bad and that we don't appreciate compliments. We appreciate the compliments. I do. You know what I mean? And I try to compliment back and stuff. It's just that, you know, when people go too far, or when they're hurting children, or when they're raping someone, that stuff needs to come out. It just does. So,
it does.
You know, that's all I wanted to say.
I love it.
And that song, I can't believe they're trying to stand that song. The song is awesome.
Isn't it? Like, how crazy. You are talking about Baby It's Cold Outside, right?
Yeah. And then I'm thinking, like, if they ban that song, then they might as well ban Santa Baby. You know that one, right?
Or the kid song?
The Santa Baby.
Oh, I was thinking about, what is Eartha Kitt has one that's pretty racy too.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Okay, but yeah, they may as well.
Right, you know, so I don't know, people are just crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to call and say hello.
Thank
and
you.
It's an ugly voice, so I hate listening to it.
It's not an ugly voice. Okay, let me ask. Chat, will y'all tell me, we have American Copperhead on the line right now. She thinks that her voice is ugly. Do you all think that her voice is ugly? I don't. So let us know. Let's take another unofficial poll. Does American Copperhead have an ugly voice? I like your voice. It sounds very West Coast. And I like it. See,
thank you very much.
Tammy says no. Tammy says no. That's our first official vote. Now, if you don't, and Right Up Boy says sounds normal to me. So far no one has said ugly. If you don't know the people who are on our ho poll, you can add someone if you have a industry ho that you want to add to the list. We're gonna get as many names as we can, and I'm going to do Vlogmas every day until Christmas. And then on Christmas Day, we'll tally up all the votes and we will decide, just like we had our unofficial poll for who the greatest female MC is of all time, we will have another unofficial poll of who the biggest hoe is, and it can be of all time. It can be dead hoes. So if y'all want to put Elizabeth Taylor on the list, whatever, she's not on the list yet, but you know. So do you have any hoe you want to add to the list, or do you not want to participate?
What's your definition of a hoe, though?
Well, it's all about what your definition of a hoe is. You know, typically we would just say that it's somebody who's pretty loose with their body sexually. We have men and women on the list. We have 3 people in the music industry leading with 2 votes. We got Taylor Swift, and Malvin Jackson actually voted for her because he let us know he's not big into R&B and hip hop, but he likes country music, and he doesn't like the way that Taylor Swift writes songs about all of her ex-boyfriends and stuff. And she's been around a lot of industry men, or at least as far as we know now. Future and Fetty Wap, they are both rappers who have a lot of children by a lot of different women, and Fetty Wap, as far as we know, doesn't even take care of his kids, or at least not financially. He only has one song that did anything. So, and who else? We have Leonardo DiCaprio on the list. That was one of Poetry's votes. Poetry put him on. Poetry put Barbara Walters on the list because she read her book, and Barbara Walters made it very clear, I slept my way to get to where I am. And she's, those are her words. Tiger Woods is on the list. One of the men voted for him. Let's see, Niecy from Colorado added Offset, or was it Niecy who added Offset to the list? I think it was. And then Uno came in here and added Brad Pitt to the list. So anybody you want to add?
Leonardo DiCaprio, I know he gets
yeah. So you want to give him another vote?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give him another vote. I'm not too sure about the other one.
Okay, and you could have come up with another one, but we'll take 2. So
I keep thinking about William Shatner, but I really don't have any proof. It just keeps coming up in my head. So
William Shatner? Should I put him on the list?
I don't think I have any proof to back that up. So let's go with Leonardo DiCaprio.
We don't need proof. It's an unofficial poll. All of this is allegedly, supposedly, reportedly, y'all. Hey, Jersey Kickboxing. Thank you for coming in. And Von D says her voice is noise. He says, see? So you have a great voice. So everybody likes your voice. So don't be ashamed to call in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so we got 2 votes for Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm gonna put William Shatner on the list just because that's out of the box. Everything is allegedly, supposedly, reportedly. I can't have William Shatner or anybody shutting down my YouTube channel. So supposedly he's a hoe. He's on the list. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for calling in. Anything else you want to say?
No, but thank you. You are doing an awesome job, and I love listening to you every Sunday and Friday when I can catch you on Friday. So keep up the good work, and thanks so much.
Thank you so much. I love you, and I'm going to hit you back up on Twitter probably tomorrow because I would have done it today, but like all of the big wigs came into my office, so I had to pretend to work. So I will do that tomorrow because I literally am done with everything I need to do by 12:38 p.m. every day. So thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm enjoying talking.
No rush on that. You don't have to rush on that. I'm here.
I'm at work not doing shit, so there's no rush at all. Right. Thank you. And your daughter's beautiful, by the way.
Oh, thank you much. Appreciate that.
Okay, I enjoyed talking to you. I'll see you later.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Now I do believe that I had a caller from Texas on the line. He hung up, I think, because I was taking American Copperhead's call. We actually are done, but I will open it up to the Texas man if he wants to call back again. But if not, we'll end it. Let me see. What did Bill Clinton? He probably belongs on here, but y'all know what? I only take the votes from the people who call. And then if I see, like I said, it's very unofficial. But you know what? If I'm gonna take the votes from people who call, I should take votes from people who super chat. So you know what? You paid for that Bill Clinton vote, Von D Gaming. That's a $10 vote. You know what? I think since the poll is unofficial, then maybe it should be $1 gets you one vote. So since you gave me $10, maybe we're gonna give Bill Clinton 10 votes. Let's just do whatever the hell we want to do. It's an unofficial poll. Tammy, are you still in the house? Because you gave me a $20 super chat. You could get 20 votes for a hoe, and you can split it up if that's what you want to do. It's an unofficial poll, but by Christmas Day, we're gonna be able to say who the biggest ho is out here, out there, everywhere. Okay. I love y'all so much. Y'all make this so fun for me. I'm going to go in and get my black ass off of here so I can get to work and work half a day tomorrow or something. We'll see. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody who called. I appreciate everybody who tried to call and couldn't get through. And I appreciate y'all for sticking with me. Tammy. Okay, Tammy's still here. So hold on. Y'all know I got to respond to the money. Tammy, you have 20 votes. You want to give, you can split it up however you want to for your $20. You can give 5, 5, 5, 5. You can do 10 and 10. I'm showing y'all my math skills here. You can do 2 and 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 2 for 10. However you want to do it. Do you have, or do you just want to put it all $20 on one big hoe? How do you want to do this? Do you want to give that $20 to yourself? We're voting for the biggest hoe, Tammy. It's the biggest hoe. We got Taylor Swift on the list with 2 votes. We got Future on the list with 2 votes, and Fetty Wap on the list with 2 votes, and Leonardo DiCaprio on the list with 2 votes, and Bill Clinton on the list with 10 votes because Von D hit us up with that $10 super chat. Barbara Walters on the list because she slept her way to the top. Tiger Woods is on the list because we all know why. Are you really talking about putting Betty White on this list as the biggest hoe? Are you serious? Are you serious? Is that your vote? Are we really going to disgrace Betty White like that in her old age? That's a 90-year-old hoe, I guess, tonight because Tammy says so and she gave me the money. So I'm sorry, Betty White. I love you. Love everything about Golden Girls. But if Tammy's putting her $20 on it, then I got to say, you might just be the biggest hoe out there. You're leading the charge right now. So we'll see what happens by Christmas. We got Betty White on the list with 20 votes, y'all. Biggest hoe. Because Tammy said so, damn it, and she gave me $20. My comic hoe. She's a comic hoe. Okay, so she's not a hoe in the classic sense of the word. Okay, y'all, it's been too much fun. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. And we'll be back tomorrow to have some more fun.
You do that.
Uno has closing words.
Scratch my vote on Brad Pitt. Charlie Sheen. Biggest hoe of all.
Okay, well, we can keep them both. You can get it. Yeah, we can keep them both.
So? Well, I think Charlie Sheen is the biggest hoe of any hoe out there.
Do you want to give Charlie Sheen 2 votes then?
Yeah.
Okay, Charlie Sheen
is probably get 2 for everybody.
Y'all hear that?
Charlie Sheen, biggest hoe.
Biggest hoe. Okay.
Hard carrying.
Right now, voice is 96-year-old hoe. I thought she was dead, but she's still going. Is that a typo? Did you mean she's still hoeing or going? Oh. Anyway, because the H and the G are right next to each other on the keyboard. See, she's a happy hoe. That's what Tammy said. That's her. That's per Tammy's words. She gave us $20, so she has spoken.
She's spoken twice.
Okay, she's spoken 20 times. Y'all, I appreciate y'all so much.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for letting me be here.
You're welcome. Now get out, dear. Let's see here. When this video goes up onto my YouTube and y'all are able to leave comments, if y'all have some comments that y'all think, if y'all have some suggestions for something that you think would be a fun live stream for Vlogmas, anything that's even closely or loosely holiday related, then please put it down there. If y'all think that we could just have some fun talking about it, put it in the comments or hit me up on Twitter if you're on Twitter. A lot of y'all are, and send me stories to talk about, and I love that. So any way you want to reach out to me if you have another topic, because I'm kind of like just scrambling every day, like right before I get on to kind of think of something. But and I have like little thoughts pass through my head, but throughout the day. So if y'all have something that y'all think would be a fun holiday related topic, Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever, or just holidays in general, then let me know and let's just keep having fun. I'm gonna keep this going until December the 25th because poetry told me to. I'm trying to grow my channel, so here I am. I appreciate y'all once again. I've enjoyed it once again, and thank you all so much. I hope that some of you YouTubers got some support for your channels tonight. I thank you all for the thumbs up. I thank you all for participating in that live chat. I thank everyone who called. I thank my first time callers. I love talking to Malvin. Y'all know. I thank American Copperhead and her pretty voice for calling. I thank Nisi from Colorado for calling. She has been kicking it off for us pretty much every night. And I thank my super chatters so much. Von D, thank you again for super chatting me, and Tammy, thank you again for super chatting me. Y'all know I'm just happy to have y'all here. Y'all's hard-earned money is the icing on the cake, and I do pay it forward. Y'all will see me in everybody's live stream super chatting them because I just appreciate it. Like, y'all, thank y'all for spreading the love my way. I spread it forward and I spread it backwards. So y'all gonna be seeing some of that. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. Oh, and Von D says he might stream tonight for whoever is on that vampire life. And even if you're not into the game, Von D he's good at interacting with the people who are in his stream. So even if you're not really into the game, like, you'll have fun interacting with the other people in the chat, and you're gonna hear Von D's commentary. So, just give it a try, like, because I'm not into gaming and I follow a lot of gamers on here just because I like their personalities. I don't know shit about gaming. I haven't had a gaming system since Nintendo came out, and I had an Atari system and I was only halfway good at playing Pac-Man, so I just don't have the hand-to-eye coordination for that. The only thing that I can do that requires hand-to-eye coordination is Taekwondo. I'll kick your motherfucking ass, but I don't know anything about gaming. So anyway, and I literally mean kick because I'm not good with my hands. I'm good with my legs and my feet. So anyway, that's just a little fun fact about Ty. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Yes, you are, Bondi. I've said that before. You know that. So I'm going to go on and count it down from 10. I'll be watching the chat just in case anyone has something to say. And animation is real. If you're still in here, don't be doing that wait thing at the end like you do. I hate you for that. But I love you, So anyway, here I go. I'm counting it down from 10, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Roughly about whatever time I started tonight, because I'm trying to get my ass in bed by 11, and it's just not happening. Here I'm go, counting it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love y'all. Good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a great tomorrow, a great night, a great rest of your week. Bye, Rido boy. And I'm working on getting a toll-free number so that I can get international calls because I want to hear my people from across the pond. I love y'all. I'm glad y'all had a great time. I did too. Love y'all so much. Talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Hugs, Tammy. My rich hug hole. Bye, y'all.